Welcome back to another episode of In4min. As always, I'm Jalen Russell, joined again by Jalen Gray, and we're going to jump right in back to the news. We left off on Monday on the last episode, so we're going to pick up on Tuesday, the second half of the first week. Actually, it's kind of the first half, but it still counts. So on Tuesday, there are two executive orders signed. Both kind of operate to do the exact same thing, pertaining to two different projects, though. So these two executive orders speed up the approval process for the Dakota Access Pipeline, that pipeline in Dakota, Standing Rock, actually, where that had all that opposition early on. It's going to interfere with water and all that. And the Keystone XL project, which is another pipeline coming down from Canada into the U.S. Neither one of these executive orders ensure the approval of those projects. I want to be clear about that. It just simply expedites the process of getting approval for those two projects. Additionally, there were new restrictions placed on the social media use and the interactions with the press and lawmakers for several governmental agencies, including the EPA, the Department of Commerce, the Department of Agriculture, and the Department of the Interior.
Yeah, which seems very ironic.
Of course it does. There's even a Reuters report out there, that suggests that a Trump administrator asked the EPA to take down their climate change page from their website.
Wow.
And lastly, on Tuesday, the House passed legislation that would codify existing law banning use of federal funds for abortion services.
Okay, all right. Moving right along into Wednesday, there were two more executive orders issued, one which keeps the president's promise to build a wall between the United States and Mexico. Just so you know, that wall will cost upwards of $15 billion and will be paid for by American taxpayers and will hopefully be reimbursed through some tax on imports from Mexico somewhere along the road. The second executive order ceases the catch and release policy used by immigration officials. This executive order also requires them to publish crimes that have been committed by illegal immigrants, as well as stripping federal grants away from sanctuary cities that refuse to enforce federal immigration laws. Lastly, the president launched a federal investigation into his voter fraud claims, in which he stated that 3 to 5 million people that voted in the national election may not have been citizens of the United States.
Because apparently that matters when you've won already. Thursday was surprisingly quiet. No executive orders. The most notable thing that happened was the Mexican president decided not to meet with President Trump like they had planned, following that executive order from Wednesday about the wall. And Friday, we're back to executive orders. This executive order that Trump signed halted the Syrian refugee resettlement program, which is now banning refugees from approximately 7 Muslim majority countries, or majority Muslim countries, from coming to the U.S. for the next 4 months.
And which is illegal.
Yeah, illegal, completely unconstitutional, but we're going to apparently let that happen. And lastly, Trump called the media the opposition party, which just continues his war on the media. We'll have to see if that ever gets solved. Early Saturday, we had Iran ban U.S. citizens from entering their country in response to ours banning theirs from our country. That's all we have for you at the moment. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with another In4min report next week. Have a good one.